Well, welcome to week 8. I hope you've had a great time coming to Connect Groups over the last 8 weeks and studying Romans and being together. I hope you've gotten to know the people next to you better, and that on Sunday morning, it's not just a bunch of people, that they're actually people you can call friends at church on Sunday morning. And that's what Connect Groups is all about, is being able to know the person next to you and have a relationship with them. And so over the last few weeks, we've been talking about the law and about righteousness, but today we're talking about justification. In this chapter, the end of chapter 3, we see justify just all over the place. That root word justify all over the place. Tom, tell us a little bit about justify, or that root word that is so prevalent in these verses that we're reading.
Yeah, 57 times in the King James Bible we get the word justify, 5 times in the passage that we're reading today. And it means to render just, or render innocent, or render righteous. We're declared righteous when we come to know Jesus. And so we're justified. And the way we remember that is we say, it's just as if I'd never sinned. And so when we come to Jesus, we are justified. So how does that happen? What part do we play in that? And what part does God play in that cooperative effort of justification?
Justify is an interesting idea to me, because when we're kids and you do something wrong, you're justified by punishment. Right? But
or you would try to justify yourself, which is what a lot of people try to do, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, but in God's kingdom, it's faith. And so if you pay attention now, the first week we talked about faith. We talked about the substance of faith. And what was faith, as a reminder, is what, Tom? Faith is?
The substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And the working definition for me is active dependence.
Active dependence. So we're looking at that now. We have active dependence. We started there, and now we've been building, and now we're here being justified by faith in Jesus Christ. That's pretty cool to just see how Paul's building his letter to the Romans.
It really reads like a legal document. And I want to say it's verse 28 in the passage that we will read today. And he kind of concludes, he sums up, he says, here's the statement that encompasses all that we've learned so far. And if you can muck this up, you're amazing, because it's as simple can be.
Yeah. One of the things we want to know about you in our icebreaker this week is recalling a time that you broke a rule as a child. And believe me, the more interesting the story, or the more weird the story, or maybe even the more embarrassing the story, the funner it is to tell, because it's fun to hear the things we did as kids. And so I would encourage you, think about the question, think about the icebreaker, and just share openly with us and your small group, and I think you'll have a lot of fun answering that question. Have a good time, and we will see you next week for week 9.